How to teach your kids about money at every age. Did you know that 57% of American kids can't make change for $1? That's not a failure on their part. That's a failure on ours. And if we don't fix it, we're sending them into adulthood completely unprepared for money decisions that'll cost them hundreds of thousands of dollars. But here's the good news. Teaching kids about money doesn't require a finance degree. I'm breaking down exactly what to teach your kids at every single age so they grow up actually knowing how to handle money instead of learning expensive lessons the hard way. Let's go. Part 1. The Foundation Years. Ages 5 to 7. At this age, your kid's brain is like a sponge. They're not ready for compound interest calculations, but they're absolutely ready to understand the concept that money is real and it has value. Start here. The 3-jar system. That's it. 3 clear jars labeled save, spend, and give. When your kid gets money, whether it's $5 from grandma or coins from doing chores, they physically put money into each jar. This teaches scarcity and choice in a way that actually sticks. Because when they want the new toy for $12 and their spend jar only has 4, they feel that consequence. No lectures needed. They experience it. Don't overthink this phase. Your job is showing them that money comes and goes, and they have some control over where it goes. Part 2. The Learning Years. Ages 8 to 12. Now you can introduce the real deal. Chores connected to actual money. Not all chores should be paid. Basic responsibilities like making their bed or clearing their plate, those are free. They live here. But specific chores that go beyond basic living? Those earn money. And here's the critical part. The amount matters. If your 10-year-old does yard work that takes 3 hours, pay them $15 to $20, not $3. The amount has to be significant enough that they actually think about how to use it. Small amounts teach bad lessons about money's value. At this age, introduce the concept of an allowance alternative. Some families do straight allowance. $10 a week, no strings attached. Others do commission-based where kids earn for specific tasks. Both work. The key is consistency and transparency. Now introduce delayed gratification. Your kid wants a $50 video game. Their chore money is $8 a week. That means 5 weeks of work ahead of them. Let them feel that timeline. Let them experience the choice between that $50 game or 3 smaller games they can get faster. This is when kids start understanding the real cost of things in terms of their own labor. Also, and this is huge, open a real bank account in their name at your bank. Let them watch their balance grow. Many banks offer accounts specifically for kids starting around age 12. Seeing that balance increase teaches them that money in a bank is real. It's theirs, and it can grow. Part 3. The Power Years. Ages 13 to 18. This is when you go nuclear with financial education because their decisions now have real consequences that follow them into adulthood. Start with a first job conversation. Not every teenager needs a job, but if they want serious money, they should understand that's where it comes from. Even part-time work, 10 hours a week at $15 an hour, teaches them that money is traded for time. Period. Once they're earning real money, introduce investing. I know that sounds extreme, but it's not. At 16 or 17, your kid can contribute to a Roth IRA. The annual limit for 2024 is $7,200. If your teenager earns that much from a job, they can max out an IRA. Here's why this matters. $1,000 invested in an S&P 500 index fund at age 16 compounds into over $40,000 by age 65. That's not get-rich-quick fantasy. That's basic math, and your teenager should see their money doing that work. Open an account with Fidelity or Vanguard. Buy 1 share of an S&P 500 ETF together. Watch it. Talk about what happens when the market drops. Let them experience that volatility while the stakes are small enough that it's a learning experience, not a life-changing loss. Finally, talk about debt. Real talk about credit cards, car loans, and what happens when you borrow money you don't have. Show them an example. A credit card purchase of $500 at 20% APR takes over 3 years to pay off if they only make minimum payments. Show them the actual dollar amount of interest paid. Make it real, not theoretical. Call to action. The families I know who are building genuine wealth, they started teaching their kids this way. Early, consistent, and practical. Not perfect, just real. If this video helped, subscribe right now. I'm uploading financial strategies for families every single week that'll actually move the needle for your finances. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.